From the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
Good morning, everyone. Heading into last night's game, the magic number for the Cardinals to get the second wild card spot, well, it's down to just 2. Jaime Garcia on the mound for the Cards last night. Third inning, 2 outs, runner on second. Brandon Phillips singles to left off Garcia. Drew Stubbs heads home, 1-0 Reds. But bottom third, Garcia at the plate. Yes, folks, that's the pitcher. His first home run of the season, Garcia's second career home run. I bet he'll remember that one. 1-1 ball game. 4 batters later, 2 on for the Cards. Alan Craig doubles home another run. Carlos Beltran scores. 2-1 Redbirds. To the 6th inning we go. Cards up 3-1, and Daniel Descalso hits one in the gap. And look at this. Always fun to watch one of the Molina brothers run the bases. But Yadi is fast enough this time as he scores. Descalso's in at third with a triple, and the Cards win 4-2. The Dodgers trying to stay alive in the playoff race. They need to win out, and they need the Cards to lose their final 2 games. LA picked up a must-win over the Giants last night, 3-2. Andre Ethier hit the big 2-run home run in the win. Again, LA must win its final 2 games, and St. Louis must lose both of its games to force a game 163. The Royals looking to surpass last season's win total of 71 last night, taking on Detroit. We jump to the 6th, Miguel Cabrera homers to right. That makes him the AL home run leader. He's on pace to win the Triple Crown, folks. Tigers up 2-0. And Detroit just getting started in the 6th as Gerald Laird doubles down the left field line. 3 more score. The Tigers get a 5-run 6th and win 6-3. More importantly, with the win, Detroit clinches the AL Central title. Mizzou football has had a rough start in SEC play, dropping both of its games. But the 2 opponents so far, both undefeated and both ranked in the top 6 in the nation. But it gets a bit easier as this Saturday the Tigers take on Vanderbilt. Vandy's also winless in SEC play and just 1-3 on the season. This past Saturday, Mizzou improved to 3-2 with a 21-16 win at Central Florida. Marcus Murphy returned his 3rd punt return back for a touchdown. The 66-yard return put MU ahead for good. Murphy was named the SEC's Co-Special Teams Player of the Week for the 2nd time this season. And Coach Pinkel, well, he was happy with the special teams.
The punting was better. The coverage was better. Our kickoff return was better. We had one midfield. Murph got one up there. We had the punt return for a touchdown. There was just a lot of positive things, and our kickoff coverage was better. So, drastically different, and that's the way it should be. And not always against, doesn't mean you're always going to get this huge advantage in the kicking game, but you don't want to ever come out of the game where it's a disadvantage. Sometimes you play a real good team, and they're playing a great kicking game, we're playing a good, and it's almost a stalemate. A stalemate's fine, but you don't want to have that on their side of the ledger, okay? You don't want that. You want that on our side.
The start time for the Mizzou-Alabama game is set. The Tigers will host the top-ranked Crimson Tide on October 13th, with kickoff set for 2:30. The game where? On CBS. Yesterday, the SEC named Mizzou volleyball player Whitney Little the Defensive Player of the Week for the 2nd time this season. The sophomore had 10 blocks in the Tigers' 3-set sweep of Georgia on Sunday. That was her 4th 10-block game of the season, which ties the Mizzou record for most 10-block games in a career. And again, she's just a sophomore. The Mizzou women's golf team hosted day 1 of the annual Johnny Imes Invitational yesterday. The Tigers finished the day in 3rd place, 7 shots behind K-State and 13 shots behind SMU after 36 holes of play. The 18-team tournament will conclude this afternoon. Each team will play 18 holes. On to high school football and the candidates for Play of the Week. We begin at Jefferson City. Hickman's Mason Murray finds a wide-open Roderick Beasley. Wide open for a 37-yard touchdown pass. Hickman got the W, 14-9. Next, we go to Monroe City. Centralia's Zach Etzler airs it out deep, and that's good enough for a 55-yard touchdown to Dixon Dollins. Centralia wins 39-14 and has now won 70 straight regular season games. And we finish up at Slater. Salisbury quarterback Austin Wyatt keeps it himself and goes in for a 35-yard touchdown. Salisbury rose 35-0 and remains undefeated. Remember, go online to komu.com/FNF and vote for which play you think is best. On to the pros and the Chicago Bears and Dallas Cowboys. Both teams with talented quarterbacks who have yet to have the postseason success. Romo and Cutler both had their teams at 2-1 heading into Monday night. And there's Tony Romo. He'd have a tough night, to say the least. Second quarter, Romo throws a touchdown pass. But oh wait, it was to the other team. A pick six for Charles Tillman. 10-0 Bears. That one was partly his receiver's fault. But third quarter, much of the same. This time, Romo is intercepted by Lance Briggs. Briggs played some running backs back in college. Here he shows off that speed. 73 yards later, it's 24-7 Bears. It was that type of night for Romo. He throws 5 interceptions, and Chicago wins 34-18. So, Megan, I saw you anchored some highlights yesterday, and now your Cards just a game away from another playoff berth. Fun time in the Megan Murphy sports world, right?
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. And this is also the time when, especially Eric and I, we have to do the toothpick method for keeping our eyes open because you're so tired from staying
up and watching it.
Yeah, you stay awake.
Oh, toothpick message. That sounds.
I remember that.
That's really painful.
Wait, what do you do? I'm confused.
Don't worry about it. Doesn't sound safe.
We're sleepy.
Doesn't sound safe. Tired. We stay up late to watch the Cardinals and we're sleepy.
I gotcha.
So they stick toothpicks in their eyes. Makes sense.
Literally.
Not
My
in
goodness.
Whatever works.
Let's go.
Whatever works, guys.
Take a live look out over mid-Missouri. Coverage you can count on will return after the break.